started your Christmas things at home? Have you gotten your cleaning done? I am still in the process of that.
And today is the 2nd of December. Can you believe that?
I actually can't.
Oh,
So that means it's 23 days to Christmas. And I'm getting nervous.
Oh, are you?
I am. I literally
So,
am.
Renata, I mean, you asked me if I put up my decorations. Did you put up your decorations as yet?
I have started. I got two. So I have these pencil trees. So
Right.
I decided to do 2 pencil trees that I would put in different parts of the house. So I got that done. But I've not put up my big tree. Now, I say big tree because I usually just stick to a pencil tree, real simple, every year. And I have done so like since the pandemic or so. So this year I was planning to put up my big tree, but it's December 2nd. Like December is here and I've not taken that tree out of storage.
Okay, but at least you've put up 2 trees.
I mean, yeah.
You know, so you could take a little heart and feel a little comfort yourself with that.
Okay, thanks to that. But I mean, on that note, Kimberly, I know there are persons who wait till last minute to do their Christmas deco at home, etc. And then they're the ones that starts like really
From
early.
October.
Now, fun fact: when I was a little bit younger, and I stress on that word "little" because it was literally just like a couple of years ago, maybe pre-COVID. I used to do my deco in September.
Okay, so you were trying to hit the 100 days of Christmas kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah. I love Christmas. It's just that time of year that I'm a Christmas baby.
Okay, gotcha.
Not in terms of being born in December, but
oh well, I mean, I was born in December, so
Right.
I am a Christmas baby.
yeah. So I would do the early decoration situation. So yeah, at the end of September. But as I got older,
What changed?
Getting older, getting older, having more responsibilities. Usually at this time of year, I know, like myself, a lot of persons just increase activity but depending on what your job is, this time of year can be
very
a little bit
demanding.
And usually this is the most busy time of year in terms of work for me. So it has become a little bit challenging in terms of just navigating your personal life and finding the time to do the fun Christmas things, and then managing the professional Christmas things.
Gotcha.
Like what your job demands.
So do you have like a target date to get all your stuff done?
Yeah, it was December 1st. That
went
ship has
yesterday.
sailed. Yeah.
Okay.
But have you practiced the early decorating or last minute?
I like to plan ahead. So I would want to have my stuff up at a specific time before December.
Okay.
That would be the aim. Before December is always the aim. And yeah, I'm grateful that before December met me and came and left. And well, it's still not totally complete, but I'm there.
Yeah, I one of the things that I really appreciate is just having that time to sit in my home and just kind of enjoy the decorations, watching a Christmas movie or so. Like, that's one of the reasons why I choose to decorate early.
So for me personally, I think like decorating for Christmas, specifically inside the home. So I'm not like really an outdoorsy person. So even if I decide that lights is going up outside this year, I'm not going to sit outside and watch my lights, right?
Okay.
So really and truly inside the home specifically, what you just touched on there, the whole cozy vibe and cozy feeling that comes with putting on lights.
Yeah.
And those Christmas lights are very soft and it can make you just feel kind of like a nostalgia from your childhood. Well, at least that's what it does for me. Sipping a little hot chocolate.
Yeah, hot chocolate.
And
biscuits.
making sure all the other lights are off.
Yeah.
And just sitting there and maybe not even necessarily watching a movie, but putting on like a fireplace. You know, YouTube have those fireplace displays and stuff.
I have mixed feelings.
No,
about
but
this
wait.
fireplace,
No, I have something to add to that, right? You put the AC on, freezing cold.
My goodness.
And I know people that do this, right? Put the AC on, freezing cold.
Right, because you're trying to create a winter wonderland vibe. Okay.
You're trying to have, that whole warm, fuzzy feeling that comes with that whole winter vibe, yeah. and you put the AC on very cold. You take the lights off. You leave the Christmas lights on. You have up on your screen the fireplace.
Right.
And for some reason, that fireplace makes you feel pretty warm and fuzzy on the inside. And then you have your little hot chocolates, maybe some marshmallows, and it just creates this whole vibe. I think decorations for Christmas, well, that does that for me. It creates a whole different feel inside the home. And it makes you, well, at least me, it makes me feel a different level of comfort.
Yeah, there's something, again,
Like my inner child feels satisfied.
that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think I connect with that. But back to the fireplace. Listen. I have mixed
You just can leave it.
emotions.
You can leave it alone.
No, I can't leave it alone. Like, even us singing snow songs in Trinidad.
Why
I mean,
you
I
be
sing it
hating
too.
on
I'm
these
not hating.
songs?
I'm not hating. Please don't take it the wrong way. But I'm like, we're singing these songs, but, to be honest.
I'm dreaming of a white
Exactly.
Christmas.
What white Christmas? Where exactly? Not in Trinidad.
I mean, the point is, this song says I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. It doesn't necessarily mean that
okay.
we're in a white Christmas. So, that song, I think we could get away with it.
You think so?
I think so, in my opinion. My humble opinion.
All right, so the fireplace situation. Okay, so that you talking about the fireplace on the TV, but there are persons that actually have like fireplaces
Yeah,
in
real
their
ones,
home,
yeah.
like real ones, heated ones, which confuses me
I
in hot
guess-
Trinidad.
I guess, again, they just want to create that vibe, that cozy, warm vibe.
Right.
So maybe they do the same exact thing all
Yeah.
through the year. Put the AC on and freezing cold. And you get that. You know how that feels, right? Like when
I know how it feels.
you're in winter inside a home,
Yeah.
and the heat is on,
Yeah.
and specifically from a fireplace, that heat feels very different. It's not dispersed the same way that heating is dispersed in a house if you just have the heating on in the house, right?
Yeah.
So it's probably that feeling you get, It's,
All right.
I'm
love
not
how you were
knocking
trying
it,
to
okay? I'm
justify the
for
whole
all the people that
fireplace.
probably have a fireplace or do the whole fireplace YouTube situation. I am defending you all.
Okay. And maybe if you do have a fireplace, WhatsApp us, tell us what's the thought behind having a fireplace in hot Trinidad.
Don't knock it, Renata.
I'm
knock
not.
it.
I'm not. You know how there's a saying, don't knock it until you try it.
Yeah.
I will try not to knock it, but I
Definitely not gonna
will
try
not
it.
be trying that. But on that note, we're gonna go to a short break. When we come back, we probably talk a little bit more in terms of what are some of the trends that
Sure.
we're seeing this year for Christmas. We'll be right back.
Women of Promise is back. The Grand Reset with our new host, Renata Singh.
Hey, it's your girl Renata, and you can join me and my special guests every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we touch on issues that impact women of all ages, from knowing your worth and identity in Christ, fostering godly relationships, beauty, fashion, maintaining a healthier lifestyle, and more. And of course, we bring a biblical perspective to every discussion.
It's Women of Promise, the Grand Reset, every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM. Women of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and JMMB Bank.
JMB makes wishes come true with a loan to fix up everything brand new. So gather your dreams, let the magic in. With a JMB loan, you're set to win.
Get a loan up to $350,000 unsecured from GMMB for home repairs, trips, or gifts, and no loan repayments until February next year. Plus, you could win groceries, home decor, and more. GMMB, fixing you up for real this Christmas.
At Acropolis Medical Center, we are deliberate in ensuring that good health is your foundation to a better life. For over 10 years, we've delivered compassionate care, medical excellence, and community support. From consultations to specialized services, everything you need is at one convenient, one-stop location. Whether it's your health, your family, or your organization, our team is here to help you live life well. Call 657-3356, WhatsApp 488-6463, or visit 99B Circular Road, San Fernando. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Acropolis Medical Center. Acropolis Medical Center. Live life well.
Welcome back to Woman of Promise. If you're now joining us, I have with me Kimberly. She's my sister. We're talking all
guys.
things Christmas decor. Kimberly, there's something. I mean, before we went to break, we were just chatting a bit in terms of
White Christmas,
White
fireplace.
Christmas, yes,
Is
and-
it a year or nay in Trinbago?
yes, but one of the things that is huge, at least from where I grew up, is curtains.
Right.
Curtains in homes, in the homes of persons from where I grew up was like a very big deal.
I love how you don't want to call exactly where you
No,
grew up.
I
But it's
don't.
okay.
I'm not
I
gonna
love it.
call-
I love
I
it.
don't
Okay.
wanna-
I'll
make
avoid
out-
it too.
I
Don't
don't
worry.
want to make out the scene. But you and I had a running joke when we were kids. Because at around this time of year, you would see one neighbor change a curtain. And when one neighbor change a curtain, it's because the other one, and it's to be, we call it curtain wars.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if that is something just
Just to
isolated
clarify, though, we never participated in any curtain wars.
I don't think we could keep up. We couldn't
Yeah.
afford to.
Agree.
We couldn't afford to
Agreed.
keep up with the curtain wars. But listen, I don't know if that's a thing like in other neighborhoods, but where we grew up, that was legit a thing. And Kimberly and I would look forward to Christmas
Look
time
forward.
specific. I mean, yeah, it was entertaining because once you see one neighbor change a curtain, it's like a whole
Ripple
ripple
effect.
effect going on. Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that as a child as well, and we would really have fun with it. But yeah, curtains at this time of the year, people love to change their curtains.
Yeah.
But one of the questions I have, right, I'm gonna ask you that question.
Wow.
So, there's a right side and a wrong side of a curtain, right?
Ooh.
Do you put the right side outside, facing outside, so people could see the right side? Or do you put the right side facing the inside, so you, the occupants of the house, actually enjoying the right
so
side?
again, this is a conversation during the curtain wars that we used to pay attention to. And Kimberly, the neighbors, I have to give the backstory first. The neighbors clearly used to think that was more important for us to see the curtains.
Yes, yes.
So they would put
The right-
let's say the pretty side, the right side of it, I guess, to the front so that everybody
You could
passing
see it from the window,
Correct.
yeah.
I don't know what they was watching inside the house, if they had like a double something situation where I don't know. I just suspected here now, right? But in my very humble opinion, I think I would like to enjoy my curtains.
Yeah.
If I put up curtains now, I don't really.
What
I
do
don't
you
like
mean you don't really?
curtains.
But you keep curtains up, right? Just so.
Yeah.
So your window's not bare.
No, my window's
Okay,
not
I'm just making
bare.
sure because the way you make it sound there when you say
But-
you don't put up curtain, and it's like it's just
I
leave
don't
it bare.
prefer curtains. I feel like curtains.
So you're more like a blind
I'm
kind of person.
Yeah, I like blinds.
Okay.
It's easy to wipe, no washing. Excellent. And again, curtains, like I remember my grandma, even my mom does this, like they would keep they have like
Oh, yes, so
12
I-
sets of different
I
curtains.
can tell you out. I can tell you out.
Yeah,
about
you
you.
can
So
tell me.
Renata have this habit, right, guys? This between me
So
and
she
all
busting
you.
files.
Renata have this habit where if she purchases curtains this year, and with our sun and the way that the sun would hit on the windows, it would fade.
Yeah.
So Renata will throw away her curtains. She's not keeping any curtains.
No, I am not for you.
I know recently she was looking back at some curtains she purchased just last year around December.
Yeah.
It probably stayed up all of 2-3 months.
Yeah.
If so. And it started looking just a little. When I tell you, you could barely see it, and just a little bit faded. It went in the bin.
Yeah, I don't like curtains. I don't like keeping curtains. I don't like clutter.
But
That's
I kind of
all.
find a little privilege, I just saying.
No,
You're
you see,
privileged
that's
showing
why
me
I
that
prefer.
because
Wow,
I
Kimberly.
I'm sorry, I know our grandparents. You can correct me if I'm wrong because we have the same grandparents, right?
Oh, okay.
Our grandparents would have curtains from, I sure if I go check my grandmother house, both sides, still have curtains from probably 1900.
Yeah, they do.
But
They
therefore,
keep
but
their
also
stuff.
I must mention, I think the materials that they made those things with was
different.
very different, and I absolutely think that they make the curtains a little bit cheaper now, even though the price tag is really cheaper. But they want you to change the curtain a lot more often, so it doesn't
Exactly.
have that longevity anymore.
That's why I like blinds. You just put it up, you wipe it. It's cheap. It's you know.
It's economical. It's less work. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, but I know like around this time, persons look forward to going shopping for their curtains, you
Yeah.
know, doing, you know, what color they're doing, because people do teams.
Yes,
I think
correct.
I'm very boring. The more we converse, the more I'm realizing I'm quite boring, because I do the same color decorations on my tree every year, which is just, honestly, for the past 5 years or so, I have been doing on my green tree deep green Christmas balls, baubles, and crystals
Okay.
with just lights. No,
Okay.
so there's no like pop of color going on there, but it looks so pretty when you take off all the lights and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and the light hits the crystals. It's just pretty. And I also put like those what do they call the brown
I'm trying to figure. The pine cones. Yeah.
Yeah, I brought back some of those.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, and yeah, I use pine cones and I just stick them in. This
Uh-huh.
year I'm seeing a lot of berries. Like
I actually think so. For me, I've been seeing quite a lot of the traditional colors this year, and I'm loving it. I
Same.
think that we kind of moved away from the traditional colors for many, many years, and this year that kind of brought back a little bit of nostalgia to me, going places and seeing those traditional colors, even on like social media when you're scrolling through, not just here in Trinidad and Tobago, but away as
Yeah.
well. They are using a lot of the traditional colors, and I saw bows are
yeah, so we're seeing lots of
Big bows.
reds, and yes, big, huge. I'm seeing like that's trending, like the tree topper.
yeah.
I know tree toppers is like a big deal for people as well. Like a lot of people like the stars, some people like angels.
Yeah.
Different things. I usually just use again. I told you guys I'm boring, right? I use a Santa hat on top of my Christmas tree.
Okay.
Yeah, just very generic and
But as we're on the topic of tree, right, Renata? You think like now you see properly well curated trees
yeah.
in people's homes. And I remember as a child being allowed to help decorate the tree. And of course, it's not going to be perfect once you have kids like involved in that process. But it's a memory that I hold very, very dear to my heart, being a part of that decorating process.
Yeah.
And I think like decorating in itself is a good way to bond and have family time.
Yeah. I 100% agree. I think a lot of the really nice Christmas memories I have growing up, and even now as an adult is just, you know, spending that time with family, taking out the tree, you know, getting things together, kind of assembling the decorations, or even discussing like, okay, right, what are we going to do this year? How can we make it a little bit different? What do we add, etc. It adds that to that togetherness.
And I must add that we still do that with Renata's trees. Well, this year was plural. We did that. We all came together and we put up the trees together. And should I actually say what happened? So in the middle of putting up the
Yes.
trees, right, this year.
Yes.
So Renata's busy. We all in the spirit, and we are listening to Christmas music, sipping a little hot chocolate, and we enjoying the whole mood. Renata finished one tree. Bam! Electricity gone.
Yes, in the
And
middle
y'all
of the
electricity went for like 5 hours.
Yes, so all decorated was done
It
for
was
that
done.
night.
It was done. And I was like 10 o'clock in the night. So, of
Yeah.
course, it's like, you know, we're
And
going to
listen, okay, you just have to kind of like work up the courage to like even get to the point of decoration, or at least that's how it is for me.
Right.
Now when you put aside time and then you're like, how could this happen? You know, like where do I find the time to finish this now, you know?
But you did finish it.
I did, thank God. But yeah, I was like, nah boy. What is this about? Should I not decorate
Is
this
this
year?
a sign that I should not continue?
Yeah, but definitely, Kimberly, back to what you were saying just a moment there, in terms of how Christmas and the season has become way more commercialized. I think that we should, and we can as persons, if we identify, hey, this thing is moving in a particular direction, we're losing the heart and the togetherness and bonding that we once had. It's on us to kind of preserve that aspect, because again, tradition is something that has continuity. So if it stops with us, then there's nothing to pass on to the kids that are growing up. So if we want to see it continue, that's on us. Our parents or grandparents would have done it for us, and so I think we have a responsibility to pass down that Christmas spirit, if you want to put it that way.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful way to make memories. I have so many memories as a child growing up pertaining to Christmas, and just the happiness and joy that the entire season brings with it. And I can't describe all the years that we've had as children growing up, but it was meaningful to me as an adult. Now I totally appreciate the effort that the adults would have made at that time to be able to pass that on to us, those traditions on to us, making us a part of decorating and being a part of putting up the tree and all of those things. It really means a lot to me.
I mean, I'm not knocking. Like, I do know, like, there are lots of persons who probably just don't have the time to decorate and they hire, and that's cool. Like, I mean, I'm not knocking it at all. Like, that's somebody's hustle out there. You know what I mean?
That's putting food on somebody's table.
Exactly. But we must find some ways. If not a tree, then I don't know, do a wreath, do something.
Yeah, something to just inspire that togetherness. That I honestly think Christmas is about that. Like, for me.
Absolutely.
Just the bonding, the family time, all of those things.
And if you're anything like me, sometimes you find decorations could be a little bit expensive.
Yeah.
You could do DIY stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be expensive. You don't have to do expensive things to have a good time or create memories.
Agreed.
With your loved ones.
Agreed.
Quite a lot of my decorations on my tree is actually things that I made.
Yeah.
And I love taking them out each year, and I'm like, oh,
and
what year was this?
Yeah, I was not gonna say you usually write on it the year, so usually you try to guess which one was. Sometimes you get it right, sometimes you don't.
Yeah, most times I don't get it right. So that is something that I do. Another thing that I do with my family, again, not always we would have the time to like come together and decorate together, but I would encourage them each year, probably just buy one small or make something small for the tree and let that be your decoration, Even if that's the one thing you put up on the tree, it's something that I look forward to, they look forward to as well, in terms of decorating and, just being a part of something that, you would remember for many, many, many years.
I mean, and those decorations would become heirlooms, and it could be passed down from generation to generation to generation. So
exactly,
it's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. But we're going to go to another short break. When we come back, we continue our conversation on deco.
Women of Promise is back. The Grand Reset with our new host, Renata Singh.
Hey, it's your girl Renata, and you can join me and my special guests every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we touch on issues that impact women of all ages, from knowing your worth and identity in Christ, fostering godly relationships, beauty, fashion, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and more. And of course, we bring a biblical perspective to every discussion.
It's Women of Promise, the Grand Reset, every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM. Women of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and JMMB Bank.
At Acropolis Medical Center, we are deliberate in ensuring that good health is your foundation to a better life. For over 10 years, we've delivered compassionate care, medical excellence, and community support. From consultations to specialized services, everything you need is at one convenient, one-stop location. Whether it's your health, your family, or your organization, our team is here to help you live life well. Call 657-3356, WhatsApp 488-6463, or visit 99B Circular Road, San Fernando. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Acropolis Medical Center. Acropolis Medical Center. Live life well.
Jam&B makes wishes come true with a loan to fix up everything brand new. So gather your dreams, let the magic in. With a Jam&B loan, you're set to win.
Get a loan up to $350,000 unsecured from GMMB for home repairs, trips, or gifts, and no loan repayments until February next year. Plus, you could win groceries, home decor, and more. GMMB, fixing you up for real this Christmas.
Welcome back to Women of Promise. Again, I am with Kim. We're talking all things deco on the program today. We were just chatting a bit about memory lane, Kim, and, just the commercialization of Christmas and how we can preserve those
Traditions.
traditions.
Yeah.
But on traditions, let's talk about what's trending a little more in detail. So we spoke about the tree topper, which is the big bow, the big red bow that's
Yeah.
trending this year. There is also what else do we talk about?
Yeah,
The-
so yeah, like you mentioned, the oversized bows are back.
Yeah.
So not just as tree toppers, but used throughout Christmas decor, wreaths, garlands, ribbons, and gifts, furniture accents, etc. Large garlands and statement decorations to create this lush, dressed-up effect.
On
That
the
is
garlands,
also
what I've been seeing a lot of is so they put garlands on the trees, kind of like a swirly kind of effect,
Right,
but
yes.
with the baubles. So those are the Christmas balls, and in different sizes. I'm seeing ones with small and kind of like mixed,
Okay.
small to medium balls, and you can make your
kind
own
of
garland,
drape it on the
actually,
tree,
yeah.
like.
Yeah, they drape it on the tree with just lights. There's nothing too much
Going on.
Very, very elegant. As well as I'm seeing trends of these huge Christmas baubles just kind of like stuck in, creating that same sort of swirl
Swirl
effect
effect.
going all the way to the top
Okay.
of the tree, which is, again, just really gorgeous.
Yeah, and I mean, one of the things that we also mentioned as well is that festive nostalgia and vintage inspired decor is on as well. So there's a strong resurgence of nostalgic vintage inspired decorating. So, you think your old school kind of ornaments
Yeah.
and the classic glass baubles, as you said.
So, right.
The
Glass
retro,
baubles are
yeah.
back. You remember glass baubles? I remember as a child,
Yes.
I hated glass baubles
Yeah.
because if you ever stepped on one of that, you'll understand why I
you
use the
hate it.
word hate.
Yeah. But it actually stopped being a thing, specifically locally in the market.
Yeah.
It was something that was very, very difficult to find. You would usually just find the plastic ones for many years. You'd have to
Yeah, or
look really
shatterproof.
hard. Yeah, you'll have to look really, really hard for those glass ones.
Yeah,
But
but they're back though.
They're
They're
back.
back. And I think those pieces, a lot of persons use it as those. It's more like those heirlooms, things that
Yeah.
you pass down from generation to generation.
yeah,
type of
so it's
vibe.
kind of given that kind of then and now cozy, familiar
Absolutely.
vibe, and it is a meaningful and intentional kind of thing that
Yeah.
they're doing,
I
right?
don't think I'm responsible enough though to have glass ornaments on my tree.
Just the storage of it as well. You have to be very
Yeah.
careful in storing that. You can't be very careless with it either. So you have to make sure that you have sufficient space to
And
to
proper
store.
packaging, etc.
Correct, to store that in. Another thing that they're saying is miniature Christmas villages. You have one.
Ooh, yeah. I
Right, so
have one.
those displays with the tiny houses and trees, lampposts, that is in great demand apparently right now for mantles, shelves, or tables.
Beautiful.
But I know you have one,
Yeah.
and
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I have one.
you do.
I ended up with one not because I intentionally bought those things, Kimberly.
How did you end up with them, Renata?
My mother collects.
Shout out, mommy.
Yeah, she collects these Christmas houses, I guess, and she has been
From years, like years,
since we were
years.
children.
Yes.
And so a lot of it's so interesting every time we pull out those houses again. It's like those it gives an heirloom vibe,
Yeah.
Kimberly, because it has so many
sparks
memories.
so many memories. Yes.
Yeah, it's been in so many of our homes when we moved. Like,
Yeah. They've been a constant.
absolutely. So they hold memories, and it's just lovely to just take them out and be like, wow, this has been with us since XYZ time.
Yeah.
Or, you know, I remember when we put this in this house when we lived here or there, etc. So it's really nice looking at decorations, pulling them out, and just remembering all the memories that go with them.
Totally agree. Another thing that is on is sustainable and natural decor. So the same way you were talking about, like your pine cones that you have. So a growing number of people, they're leaning towards a more sustainable or handmade decor. So wooden ornaments, natural greenery, dried elements, even things like orange slices they're using. So
Oh,
they're
wow.
the dried orange slices they're using on the trees with like cinnamon, and they put in a tiny pine cone.
Okay.
And it actually looks really, really cute. And they would use like a little linen ribbon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it gives that very warm, cozy kind of vibe.
Again, it does not have to be expensive.
Exactly. So the vibe intends to bring that warm coziness, like I mentioned. Mindfulness is a simple touch that feels authentic and timeless rather than trendy.
Yeah.
So I like that.
Yeah, I tend to lean more to the traditional side of Christmas. That's just a preference, but we are seeing trends of like those pastel colors and stuff like that.
Of course.
Pinks, that is a big thing, as well as, guys, I don't know if you all know if I'm just late to the party, but red trees are a thing this year.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
they are like a full red tree.
Okay.
I mean, we've seen over the years the white tree. And we have one right here in the studio. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
White tree, white
It's giving a
decor.
white Christmas.
Yes, it is. I love it. Yeah, and you have the ones that give the snowy effect, but then, I mean, and then the regular green ones. But then I'm seeing red trees.
And how do you feel about the red trees?
Again, I am a very traditional person, kind of stuck in my ways. So give me my green tree with a little bit of red, pops here and there, red
Yeah.
and green kind of vibe. Maybe a little bit of gold, depending, you know.
On the mood.
Yeah, depending.
Okay. That's
So
pretty
yeah,
cool.
pastels is another thing that is trending as well. I'm not sure if you want to explore. I know some friends that love going into Christmas, and the conversation is like, oh my god, I don't know what color I'm gonna do this year. I'm there sitting like,
I'm doing this. I know what color I'm doing this year.
The
I did the
same
same one last year.
no, but there are people that love changing colors, and I love that.
I love
admire
that. I love that for them. I just think that economically, it's for me, right? If you can do it, you do it. But
Yeah.
for me, I can't see myself spending all that money every year to do
To
my
over-decor.
space in. So if this year I decide I'm doing pink, and then next year I decide I'm doing blue.
But
And-
I mean, yeah, but I still can appreciate just.
No, I appreciate the effort, because the time to even find these decorations that you
Yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Because I don't like many things I see. So when I find something that I like,
You
I'm
tend
like,
to stick to it.
yeah. So I'm like you in that way.
In another trend that we're seeing is it's called a Ralph Lauren Christmas.
Yes, I've been seeing
it's
that.
Obviously, that sort of plaid, velvety. Ooh, velvets is a huge thing. I'm seeing these Christmas balls or baubles with
The
that
velvets,
velvet
yeah, material,
feel
yeah.
really, really gorgeous.
And they look so rich.
Yeah, like exquisite. Like
Yeah,
it just does. It
It
just
gives that
adds a
vibe.
different level of
Yeah.
oomph to your tree. Leather accents on the Ralph Lauren
But the
type
Ralph
tree.
Lauren is actually a big one I've been seeing,
Yeah.
not necessarily locally, but abroad. The Ralph Lauren, I think, is one of the bigger trends in North America this year.
Yeah, definitely. I love it. And then they did just the minimalistic looking trees. with
That I
just,
appreciate.
Yeah,
So
lights.
let me be honest. In terms of decor and tree and stuff like that, I don't even really necessarily care for ornaments on the tree. I could do with a plain. It must be a green tree with just the warm lights, and I don't like the LED lights. I like the traditional lights. And I just think that gives a vibe for me with a
Actually,
cute tree topper.
As you said lights, I just remembered something. Do you remember those lights long ago with the little kind of things that used to stick out? And if you mash that light, you're in pain for, for a while. You
I remember those. I remember those.
Yeah, and they were colored. They would kind of flicker. I remember those. My grandma had those lights as a child growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know
good
if you get
memories.
them anymore though.
I'm not sure if you get exactly like those. I think they try to make so many things pretty shatterproof now.
Yeah.
So they're
Grateful for
supposedly a
that.
bit more durable and cause less pain,
Yeah.
literally. So yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I think we covered most of the trends that we're seeing, just locally as well as abroad as well. Hopefully, we gave you guys some ideas in terms of what you can look to do on your tree toppers, how you can possibly style those baubles on your tree,
Yeah.
the lights. We spoke a lot about the different
And we
tones and
also
colors as
we
well.
also spoke about just the whole nostalgia that decorating brings, which for me is the highlight of decorating.
Absolutely. So in the midst of all the hustle and bustle and you know how Caribbean households can get when it comes to cleaning.
Yeah.
Cleaning and yeah, kids will know what that feels like.
And we were all children at one point, so we all
everybody could relate.
know what that feels
When
like.
your mom like, go clean here and you're not listening. Well, you better listen, but we're all out of time here. Hopefully we would have, kind of like sparked some sort of inspiration. So
And
that you could go
if we didn't
decorate
do that, hopefully we were entertaining enough and gave them a little chuckle here and there.
Absolutely. It has always been just a pleasure spending this time with you guys. I will catch you all right here on 98.1 next week, Tuesday. Until then, take care.
Woman of Promise is back. The Grand Reset with our new host, Renata Singh.
Hey, it's your girl Renata, and you can join me and my special guests every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. as we touch on issues that impact women of all ages, from knowing your worth and identity in Christ, fostering godly relationships, beauty, fashion, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and more. And of course, we bring a biblical perspective to every discussion.
It's Woman of Promise, the Grand Reset, every Tuesday from 12:15 to 1 p.m. on Isaac 98.1 FM. Woman of Promise is sponsored by Acropolis Medical Center, Furniture Plus, and JMMB Bank.
Isaac 98.1.